Jim, a good point in the end?
It was a good point in the end, yeah. I mean, considering how poor we were in the first half, I think we were quite fortunate to be only one down at half time. Obviously, very disappointed with the performance in the first half, and I don't want to be overcritical and overanalyse it, because I think it's probably the first time that we could really say that it was a half of football that we weren't at it. Up to now the lads have been fantastic attitude wise, but for whatever reason we weren't quite at it in the first half. But second half was much better again. We dominated the second half for large periods of it, got ourselves back into it. The lads showed great character to get back into it, get the equaliser, and then to lose the second goal in the manner that we did was really, really disappointing, because after equalising we looked as if we were the team in the ascendancy, and we looked as if we were going to go on and possibly win the game. But it was a difficult one for Tags at the back post. He's not sure if there's someone behind him or not, and trying to clear it, he ends up turning it into the back of the net. But these things happen, and again the boys dug deep and showed fantastic character again to never throw in the towel and to keep going, and it was certainly a point gained on the overall game. I don't think we'll be the only team that will go to East Fife in the winter and struggle to win a game.
We didn't seem to get our ball players on the ball. The Collies, the Flanagans, the Holmes and Robertson couldn't get the ball.
No, I think you need to give the opposition a bit of credit as well. We're not going to get everything our own way, and I think that's important, especially away from home. East Fife are fighting for their lives. They're sitting second bottom of the table. In my opinion, a false position for the kind of quality in the squad that they have, and I fully expect them to pull away from the bottom of the table in the coming weeks. But as bad as we were in the first half, I think I need to give credit to East Fife. I thought they played really well. I thought they got in our faces. They didn't allow our good ball players to get on the ball, and I think that's something that Gary Naismith and his players can take a lot of credit from. But second half, we dusted ourselves down at half time, and we were a different team second half, and we could have actually went on to win the game.
A big shout from the referee, Kevin Colley. Penalty claim late in the second half.
I don't know if it was a penalty, but it was certainly a foul, and it was just on the edge of the area. And I don't know, I mean, I'm never one to over criticise referees. I am aware of how difficult the job is, and I just can't understand what he sees. Everybody in the stadium, the East Fife staff beside me are laughing because he's 6 yards away from it. We can all see him with his arms around Kevin, and how it's not a free kick at least is beyond me.
A young Scot coming on to get a goal.
Delighted for Scott, yeah. He went away to Montrose on loan, and he had a bit of a frustrating time up there. He was disappointed with the lack of game time, and because of the type of loan deal it was, we weren't able to bring him back and play in our development league. So it was a decision that I made. I spoke to Paul Haggerty, and we only want lads going out on loan if it's going to benefit them and benefit us, and the only way that's going to happen is if they're playing regularly. He's as well sitting on our bench and coming on like he did on Tuesday night than sitting on Montrose's bench and coming on. So thankfully Montrose agreed to free him of his loan. He's a player I've always admired since I've came to the club. I love his attitude, I love his energy. He's a great character around the place. He's got bags of confidence. He really does believe in himself. And I asked him to go on and be busy when he went on the park and make an impact, and he's certainly done that.
Thanks, Jim.